Well, hello there, and welcome to the Obey Me Census AU, Episode 1. Disclaimer: this episode contains flashing lights and colors, yelling, strong language, threats of physical violence, kidnapping, and discussion of cannibalism. Viewer discretion is advised.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. 君の動作、視線の先、俺はもう支配されている。閉じ込めて、撫で回して、苦しむ僕を見ていて、君というその鎖で俺のことを縛り付けて、知らさないで僕に触れてね、意地悪に君に壊されたい。そうだって君に操作される抵抗できない。 Take my breath away Baby baby you めちゃくちゃにして Play play me 何してくれるの Take you take you mine 時代のキスをしな二人を分かつまで正気なふり装ってるけど心の中満たされている苦しく抱きしめて So please love me crazy
In a land that was seemingly cast in eternal night stood a Victorian-style building, the words Royal Academy of Diavolo plastered across the front sign. Deep within those walls, the assembly hall, sat 8 men, all of whom were present for what they believed to be just another boring and dull student council meeting. Little did they know this very meeting was just the catalyst of a decision that would alter each of their lives drastically.
Now that we're all gathered here, I'm sure you're all wondering why I called this student council meeting.
Pardon me, Lord Diavolo, but could you get to the point already? I'm wasting valuable time here that I could be using to watch anime right now.
Leviathan?
Lucifer, there's no need.
Yes, Lord Diavolo.
Of course. As per Leviathan's request, I shall get straight to the heart of this meeting. This is the moment I've been anticipating and prepping for weeks. I have decided to propose the idea of hosting an exchange program here at RAD, one between the 3 realms. I've already received approval from Michael to do so. RAD will be accepting 4 students, 2 from the Celestial Realm and 2 from the Human Realm. In return, RAD will send 4 of our students, 2 to each respective realm. As for the students we'll be accepting, I can't tell if this is a good or bad reaction. Whatever it is, I can't get over it. I need to see my dream to fruition. Michael has already agreed to send Simeon from the Celestial Realm, and he will select a second angel to accompany him if the plan is approved. Of course, Solomon will be coming as a representative of the human realm. As for the second human, Lucifer, can I entrust you with selecting an ordinary human? This one will likely be living with you and your brothers at the House of Lamentation.
He wants me to choose a regular human, but... As you wish, Lord Diavolo. I won't disappoint.
Very good now. Now, what say the rest of you? Will the student council approve of this plan?
Nah, I don't care much, so as long as this program of yours don't bother me too much.
I don't care what you do either, as long as it doesn't interrupt my anime or video games. Just make sure the normie human leaves me alone.
Having the human around won't bother me.
I'm in agreement, plus having Solomon visit will be a fun bonus.
Having an ordinary human around might prove to be interesting. I wonder how they'll adjust to the Devildom. I approve.
You're already aware that I'm in agreement.
Most had said their piece, but there was one voice left to be heard. The man in purple had yet to speak, but there was a look in his eye that suggested he wanted to say 100 things. And well, perhaps it was time he broke his suffocating silence.
Are you insane? Have you all finally lost your minds? This is a human. That bastard is suggesting we let into our home.
Belfi, that is enough. The decision is final.
Final? Final? No.
Belphegor, please. I understand your apprehension regarding humans, and I know I'm asking for a lot from you. But please, give it a chance. Help me bring my dream of friendship between the realms to fruition. Who knows? Maybe you and this human will have something in common. You could become great friends.
I will never associate, let alone become friends with a human.
Belfi.
I can't believe them. After what happened to Lilith. Humans. They're filthy, idiotic, cruel creatures. Every last one should be eradicated.
Despite Belphegor's outburst and his numerous attempts at getting the decision overturned, the student council still went forward with the plan for its show. Of course, every plan has hiccups along the course to completion, but, well, why don't you just see these hiccups for yourself and where they all began? Up in the human realm.
Finally done.
Packing is so time-consuming, but I guess it had to be done with a new semester approaching, and it's not like I had anything better to do. Though, it's a bit of a shame, wasting such a nice day like this. And the breeze feels nice. Or maybe I just think that because I'm sweaty. I should probably change. What? How was my door open? I'm the only one home. Was it the wind? No, it would have been louder. Wait, what is that? An envelope? But if that's there, someone's been here. I swear this is how people die in horror movies. I shouldn't even be doing this. I should just throw it out. But my name is on it.
Dear Miss Olivia Liu, you have formally been accepted to attend the Royal Academy of Diavolo as our newest human exchange student. We, the Student Council, are honored to welcome you to our esteemed school, and we're eagerly awaiting making your acquaintance very soon. Sincerely, the Royal Academy of Diavolo Student Council.
This has to be a joke. I've never even heard of this Royal Academy of Diavolo place before. Mom? Dad? Salem? Isaac?
I swear I heard someone. Am I really the only one home? Am I hearing things?
Calm down, Olivia. There's nothing here. It's just you.
I swear I feel someone watching me though.
Don't fight. Please accept my most sincerest apologies for this. It is merely my duty.
Who is he? He's strong. I don't think I could even fight even if I wanted to. Where am I?
Welcome, Miss Olivia Liu, to the Devildom.
What? How does he know my name? And what is the Devildom? None of this makes any sense.
My apologies. You must be a bit confused about all of this.
Confused is an understatement. It's more like I've been completely left out of the loop. What is going on here? Who are these people? Why am I here?
What is this? What are you talking about? What is the Devildom? Who are you?
My name is Diavolo, and the Devildom is the realm of demons, where I reside as Prince in future king. We are currently standing in the Royal Academy of Diavolo, though we call it RAD for short. And this is the Assembly Hall, where we members of the Student Council conduct our meetings.
Is he being serious? Does he really think I'll believe he's the so-called Prince of Demons? Demons aren't even real. I can at least give him credit that he's committed to the bit. But seriously, what is this? Some kind of live-action roleplay? I guess I'll play along.
Okay, but why am I here?
Allow me to explain everything to you.
Oh, those eyes. He's an intimidating one.
My name is Lucifer. I am the Avatar of Pride, as well as the Vice President of the Student Council and Diavolo's right hand.
He is also my closest and bestest friend.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Diavolo. Allow me to welcome you to RAD on behalf of the entire student body.
Thank you. But I'd like to ask again, why am I here?
Interesting. This one is quite different from Solomon.
Solomon? Like King Solomon the Wise and his legion of 72 demons? Huh? Did I get kidnapped by some kind of biblical larp?
Diavolo believes that we demons should begin strengthening our relationships with the human realm. That's where you're from, in the celestial realm, where the angels reside, whereas you humans would know it as heaven. And thus, the Student Council has approved a plan to host an exchange program between realms. As such, we've sent 2 of our students to the celestial realm and 2 to the human realm. In return, RAD will be accepting 4 students, 2 humans and 2 angels.
Right, that totally answers my question. I get that this is likely how he intends to explain to me the current plot of their roleplay, but I'm still struggling to get how exactly this explains why it has to be me. Surely they could have found a more willing participant online instead of kidnapping someone?
So, I take it you've probably put 2 and 2 together at this point, yes?
Oh, so he's a condescending hardass. Well, I shouldn't say that out loud.
I've been chosen as an exchange student, haven't I?
Yes, that's correct. As for the details, your stay will be that of a year. During that year, you will have assignments to complete from RAD, and at the end, you'll have to write an essay on your stay.
I'm sorry. Homework? Since when did getting kidnapped involve homework? He has to be fucking with me.
There's no need for that face. You have nothing to be worried about. I promise I won't abandon you here in the Devildom.
Does he really think that's gonna comfort me?
During your stay here, you're going to need someone to look after you. And I believe that someone should be my brother, Mammon.
Oh, yay! They're gonna have someone keep watch on me. Is Mammon one of them? But none of them are reacting as if they are.
Mammon is the avatar of greed. And he's... how should I put it? Well, I'm certain you'll understand what I mean when you meet him. Here. This here is a DDD. It's similar to those cell phones you have up in the human realm, and you're welcome to use it for as long as you're here in the Devildom.
Is he seriously trusting me with this? Does he not think I'll try to call for help? No. There might be some kind of block on the phone. I shouldn't try it right in front of him.
All of our numbers are already in the device, so go ahead and give Mammon a ring.
Yo.
Hi?
Who the hell is this? You ain't Lucifer.
I'm the new exchange student, Olivia. She, they.
What? New exchange student? Oh, you're the human. Jeez, I was getting shivers here thinking it was Lucifer again. You should have told me right away. So, what sort of business does a human got with the Mammon?
Apparently, you're in charge of me from now on.
What? No way. There ain't anything in it for me. I get you're the ordinary human, but that ain't my problem, so find someone else. Good luck with that. And see ya, maybe.
Lucifer told me to call for you.
Whatever. You think the Mammon would bend to you just cause you're trying to scare me with that name?
Mammon, you have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8.
Yes, sir.
Seems you two had a nice chat.
Oh, so we're being a condescending asshole now. I see. God, all of this is so fucked. None of what they are telling me makes any sense. But they did kidnap me, so maybe it's in their best interest to play along? I mean, who knows what they'd do if I broke their illusion? Lucifer's the avatar of pride. What could I do with that? Prideful people. Like being praised, right? Being told they're better than someone? Maybe I could play into that.
I think you would have been a more reliable choice, Lucifer.
Look even more nervous now.
Well, imagine if you were in her shoes, Lucifer. Brought to a strange new place and told an unfamiliar would be taking care of you. It's only natural to be nervous in that case.
Well, I suppose...
I think it's more the fact I've been kidnapped by a large group of men pretending that they're demons.
Do not fret, Olivia. Mammon won't be the only one helping you. Lucifer, why don't you introduce your other brothers to our new friend?
I suppose, as much as I dread the idea of doing so.
Oh, come on now, really? You should be honored to get to introduce a younger sibling as sweet and charming as me.
This one here is Asmodeus, the 5th eldest and avatar of lust.
This one? I'm just this one? Ugh! You can call me Asma, Livy, and I use he, they, she. Can I call you Livy?
Please don't. Olivia is fine. Or Liv.
Well, at least Lucifer didn't ignore you altogether, Asmo. Imagine how I feel.
This one is Satan. The fourth eldest. He may appear to be a responsible demon with a good head on his shoulders, but do not be fooled. Looks can be deceiving, you see?
Oh, so I'm that one. It's nice to meet you, Olivia. I'm Satan, the Avatar of Wrath. He, him.
Likewise.
Weird. Something about him is familiar.
Like I said, Satan seems responsible, but he's the Avatar of Wrath. That smile is nothing but an act.
Lucifer, don't say such nonsense. You're only going to scare them. Olivia, don't take this old fool too seriously. As the Avatar of Pride, Lucifer enjoys speaking ill of his younger brothers.
What did you just say?
I didn't say anything false, did I?
Satan!
Lucifer, I'm hungry.
Well, that's too bad. Now behave yourself.
This one is Beelzebub, the sixth eldest and avatar of gluttony. His stomach is equivalent to a bottomless pit. With these three, plus myself and Mammon on his way, there are 7 of us brothers in total. The other 2 are not present at the moment, but you will meet them all in good time.
Damn, he has 6 younger brothers? I have 2, and I can't even imagine anything more than just Salem and Isaac. Ugh, I don't even want to think about how gross their living space is if there's 7 men living there.
Olivia, during your stay, the 7 demon brothers will be lending you their strength. And in order to keep you safe, you're going to be living in the House of Lamentation.
The House of Lamentation?
Indeed, that is where my brothers and I reside. In fact, the House of Lamentation used to be a cursed house in the human realm, before it was brought down here. So I imagine it shouldn't be an issue for a human to reside there too.
Ghosts aren't even real! I swear, he's insane. He has to be.
And even though we'll be living together, you should still have the means to contact any of us anytime you need. That is why each of our contact details is already saved on your DDD.
Here, I'll send you a message.
Isn't that nice, Olivia? Now you'll get to be friends with the future king of the Devildom.
I couldn't be any less enthused about that right now if I even tried, Satan.
This is my account. Feel free to send me a message at any time. Oh, sorry. I haven't gotten used to this yet, I'm afraid. You see, Lucifer is the only one who actually sends me messages. That's the one I wanted to send.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was kind of weird, but I doubt I'm done having weird experiences today.
It seems the idiot has arrived.
君はマグネット離れても吸い寄せられて戻されるいけないって分かっててもなおさら溺れてしまう君というその鎖で俺のことを縛り付けて無邪気な顔で僕を傷つけるその怒りにゾクゾクして君を交わすこの血も涙も君に所有される Take my breath away Baby baby